9 years old. I thought, oh, I got to take care of this. You know, you were like 4 years younger than me, which was huge at age gap back then.
Right.
So I thought, oh God, I got to take care of him. But he's kind of fun, you know. So we were swimming.
Wow, what year do you think that was?
Oh God, no idea. Honestly, no idea. I might have been about 9, and you might have been about, I don't know, 4 or something. I don't know.
And would this have been at the cabin at Sunnytown?
No, this was in Philadelphia. Some swimming pool in Philadelphia, like a public pool or something.
Oh, I wonder, you know, yeah.
I don't think it was far.
I could think Reba might have pointed us somewhere.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I need to let in more people. Let's see.
Oh, thanks for letting me in first. Come on.
Yeah, I just figured it would be nice to start with you, and I could also say that I just swallowed in the wrong direction.
I won't mind.
But my sister gave me a edible arrangement.
Oh, that looks delicious.
So
that looks delicious.
That's going to be the what we have coming. And so my mom and Aunt Fran are joining us.
All right. Sounds good.
Welcome. And my sister.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mike. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Have a good day?
So far, so good.
I
got my edible arrangement afternoon snack going on. Hey, Liz.
I don't think I've ever had one of those. What's in it? Oh, look at this. Whoa.
Yeah,
that's just part of it. There's like a bigger thing that I'm going to serve tonight to my party. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Liz. You're on the mute.
Hi.
Probably mute.
Hi, Fran.
Hey.
So far, it's all family and Keisha. Keisha's going to become part of our family someday. Maybe she already is.
Fran and I were just talking and trying to figure out our week.
Oh, good. How many nights at Sunnytown do you think?
0.
0. Come on, let's do one night.
Wait, Daddy's here. Come on over.
Oh boy. I love it. It's my family hour. I just had my friend Nicole was here this morning, and she brought waffles and fixins. And then we went for a bike ride. And then a friend of mine, Michael, who I work with on the leaf blower stuff, stopped by. And while he was here, my friend Robin came with a pickup truck full of dirt, and we moved it into place. And then my friend Steve showed up, and now all of you. And then there will be dinner and more edible arrangements coming soon. So why don't we take turns, and people can say things or sing things, and then we can do it like that, so we don't just have cacophony. Mike just told a story. You want to tell your story again, Mike?
It's just my earliest memory of Albert. For some reason, there was a swimming pool in North Philadelphia that Aunt Reba took me to, and the two of us went swimming. And I just remember, vividly, I remember you splashing your way through the water. And of course, I don't remember how old I was. I was, I guess 9, maybe 12, and Albert was, younger. So I said, oh, I got to take care of this kid. And then I realized, he's kind of fun. So, it was a blast. It was the earliest memory. Maybe, hey, Alan, where would that pool have been near your house in North Philly? It's a public pool.
Outside, inside?
It was outside.
Alan, you're muted.
You're muted, yeah.
You're muted.
Still muted.
Push down the enter key or the...
My wife had it muted, sorry. I say probably Hunting Park.
Okay.
Probably
That's
Hunting Park. There were not people of our color there, though, so I don't know.
I can't imagine a pool. Did Reba belong to it or what?
I don't know how I got there. I'm, but
There was a pool. There was a pool in Hunting Park. A shallow kind of big pool that was sort of a mess.
Outdoors or indoors?
Outdoors.
Outdoors.
Was it outdoors, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely outdoors.
Oh, okay.
Definitely outdoors, and the only people I remember there was Albert, because I was having fun with him. This little kid, but he was pretty cool even back then.
Well, speaking of cool, was it you who lived in that cool place on Lombard?
I don't want to hit your foot now.
Mike?
I'm sorry?
Didn't you live in a cool place on Lombard Street in Philly?
In Philly, I lived on Walnut and I lived on Locust down in Center City when I was.
Or maybe it was Locust. I'm just remembering an apartment with very high ceilings.
Yeah. We were in an old printing plant on Locust in the early 80s or mid 80s. Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool.
Yeah, we walked by it a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Still there.
Mike, do you know how much that is worth right now?
I can imagine.
Most popular section of Philadelphia.
Is that right? It wasn't when I was there.
It is the most gorgeous section of Philadelphia. There's a huge trail that goes all along the river. They built a boardwalk. It all goes by your old apartment.
Oh, is that wild?
Those are worth millions if you would hold on to it.
I should have invested back then.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Why
it's like my brother right now. He really wants to sell his property down in Arlington. But, if he held on to it for 10 years.
He doesn't want to sell it.
That's not what he was telling me today.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't like being a landlord.
He likes being a landlord. But he also, all his friends are telling him, hold on to it because it's a good investment.
I know.
Places are really increasing in value.
I know, but he, I guess, wants to take the money from that.
Albert, it's an I know thing.
What's that?
We're holding on to the cabin for nostalgia reasons, and certainly not to earn money.
Wait till we dig. I imagine if we dig a little north of the cabin, that's where we find the gold. Did anyone ever have any kind of imagination, either at the cabin or elsewhere, that like somebody buried some treasure somewhere nearby? I often think about just digging around randomly in the yard, in the backyard here or in the front yard, because this house is from 1896. And so the doubloons, might be out front. Anyway, Mom, on my birthday, let's not talk about the value of the cabin. But I do want to show you something. I got a gift from Danny Kaufman, and I want to show you what it is. He made me a Shutterfly book.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I would never have thought about doing that. Oh, and he just went around and took pictures of the creek. And I mean, there's the gold. There's gold in them there trees.
Oh, Liz, wait till you see Daddy's room. Liz went around, Al.
Yeah.
Liz went around and started hanging up pictures, and she enlarged some of the pictures from the cabin and hung them on Daddy's wall so he could look at them.
Oh, beautiful.
You'll see.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Yeah. So Keisha is here with us. She's a friend of mine from Brighton Bush. In fact, she met Mom and Dad when you came to visit Brighton Bush 10, 15 years ago. Keisha was working there.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
That was your introduction in case you want to say how. Your internet is great, or mine is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to say, I feel like I arrived late to the party, but I was here at 5. But I just got in. I have a 91-year-old friend who has technical challenges in her life, and she had a panic attack about her camera not working on her iPhone 7. So I've just walked in. I'm putting away groceries that have to keep cold and listening to you all. And Albert, you're 60?
It is true. Today is the
So
day.
just want you to know that no matter how old you are, I'm always going to be older. So you can be happy about that.
Okay.
I got you by 6 years.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that today. I was just hanging out with a friend of mine who's 75, and he was telling me about his daily regimen, which includes 2 pints of beer and a glass of wine. And I said, if you want
I like that.
going, you like that? And also want to welcome to the festivities. Dan, you missed my little presentation, but I finally opened your box today, just now, a few minutes ago, to see what was inside. And I haven't actually fully looked, but it looks like it's full of joy. And it's called, for those who don't know, it's called Sumneytown, Pennsylvania, which is the town that our family cabin is located in, and which I spent a lot of time growing up at and continue to grow up at. And my friend Chris Brown is here. He's phoning in from Arizona. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. If you want to say anything, you can. Everyone can take a moment and tell me what their favorite memories of our lives together have been, or least favorite is fun too.
Just one box for you, Albert?
Say again?
Was there just one box for you from
Today?
me?
I also got edible arrangements.
No, another Shutterfly box.
Just one, as far as I know. There may be more in the Shutterfly box that I didn't see. Should I go like review it deeper? There should be a second
Albert's been
Shutterfly.
munching away. Is that what you're talking about, Dan?
What?
Albert's been munching away. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I thought there was another book.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a separate mailing? Yeah, not so far that I know of.
Let's see what happened.
Okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
Let's spend this time hearing you do tech support. This is my brother, everybody, Dan Kaufman. And he is mentioning that he was part of Gesher Haziv, Workshop 33. Thank you.
Let me change that.
I love that. And Liz, what's KT about?
KT? That's my name.
Kaufman Taylor. Sorry, of course.
It's much easier to say KT.
Sorry, I'm tracking a lot of details today. It's been a day.
That's
Many touch points.
Do you know how to change your name? Just right click on your name and you can say Fran and Ellen.
We know, Mom.
We know.
If you hold down the stage.
We know how to do it, Hannah. Honest.
It works.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that one.
Would you guys all like to hear a song?
What shall we?
I promised singing.
Oh, wow.
How about that? We'll have some busking. Alan, you can PayPal to Albert Kaufman at gmail.com.
I only Venmo. Sorry.
Oh, for some reason I can't get Venmo working. Oh, wait, hold on. I've got to actually. Dan
finished paying somebody, and it didn't take them. It paid the guy, but it didn't take money out of my bank account. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Hey, brother Dan, I'm going to make you a co-host, so you can let people in if they show up. Like Rachel. Welcome, Rachel. You missed a few important moments, but you can go back and watch the recording.
Oh, Albert.
Yes,
Albert.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before you start, I wanted to mention that when you were little, and we came to the house, and you were singing. Remember what you were singing?
Yes.
Take me for a ride in the car. Could you sing that? Take me for a ride in the car.
Something with Oh Boy. What was the one with Oh Boy? Da, da, da,
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Da, 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 da,
Boy.
da, da.
Right.
Oh boy. What was the song?
Right.
That's the song.
Remember what the song was?
It's I wonder if it's the one from Alan Sherman.
No, it wasn't Take Me for a
Da,
Ride.
da, 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 da. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Da, 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 da.
We have that
Oh, boy.
recorded.
Mm-hmm. And Take Me for a Ride in Your Car. Take me for a ride in your car. Take me for a ride in your car. Take me for a ride. Take me for a ride. Take me for a ride
in the car.
Da, 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 bam, bam, bam. What else is there, Dad? What's another verse? Another verse?
Words.
My card. No,
Yes, Rachel.
I don't know.
Trying to look them up.
Excellent. Yes, the songs I sang as a child. Wow, thank you. I like that kind of thing. Yes. Let's see. Well, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Albert. Happy birthday to me. I actually had a friend who lives next door write songs that are not safe for work. Really not safe for society, if you ask me. So he came by this morning and stood on the sidewalk away from our porch because he is not vaccinated and won't be vaccinated probably. But anyway, sang me this really, I don't even know how to, there's no nice way to put it. A not nice birthday song, let's say. Anyway, about your birth and how challenging that can be. And, oh. But that came, and then Nicole sang me a birthday song. That was kind of sweet. That's different. Yeah.
What do you feel like singing?
What's that?
What do you feel like singing?
What do I feel like singing?
We were listening to some Tom Paxton songs before.
Actually, you know, since I'm going to sing a song that I will just make up on the spot for you, because that is something that I like to do. So here it goes. It is 5:17 on this beautiful day. I have sat with my friends and had waffles today. There were bike rides and shovels of dirt. There were people who I couldn't talk to, who I hope aren't hurt. I'm sitting and whiling the way on Zoom with my family today.
We're losing your voice.
My voice is just fine, but it could be the line. Hello, neighbors, I'm 60 today. Like that. Thank you.
You know, you share a birthday with Salvador Dali, don't you?
I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I wish Zen, I have a friend named Zen. I think, Chris, you may be friends with him too.
Yep.
And Zen, every year on his friend's birthday, takes Photoshop and turns your face and your life into a pretty magical experience. Some of you have probably seen these.
A collage.
Collages. Sometimes lately they are animated. And if he knew that I shared a birthday with Salvador Dali, you know, he's used Albert Einstein, Albert Hoffman, Abby Hoffman, all sorts of different people who are Alberts. Albertus Magnus was last year's. I was standing there like a prophet, or not a prophet, Catholic priest. So anyway, thank you. I'll put that in the mix.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Rachel? Taking a break from the work? How many nights, you can use your fingers, how many nights would you like to spend at the cabin? 3, 4. Oh no, what? No nights. Okay, well, hopefully we can at least have a cheesesteak on the porch. That's my goal, is to get some family members up there with me, or be there by myself. That's all right too. Yeah.
You need to unmute yourself, Rachel.
Is there Wi-Fi? No, I was kidding. No Wi-Fi.
Well, you can, Dan could probably set you up with a hotspot. You probably
I'll set you up with a hotspot.
Yeah. Dad, you want to hear a song? I'll do another song. How about this one? Freight train, rolling so fast. Freight train, rolling so fast. Please don't tell the train I'm on, so they won't know when I'm gone. When I die, please bury me low, so I can hear those Jersey mills roll. Sweetest sound I ever did know, the rolling mills of New Jersey.
All right.
Yeah, like that. Well, I wish you all could be here tonight. But I tell you, there's no way that we would have all been together in person, no matter what was going on in the world. So, because Keisha lives in Port Townsend, and Rachel lives in San Francisco, and Chris is in Arizona, and Mike's in Chicago, Dan's in Philly, Liz is in Philly, Mom and Dad in Philly, Fran and the Mishpachat Bennett, Palo Alto.
Hey, Albert.
Hey.
Do you have any idea how we actually met, like when we met?
Likely Brighton Bush. Although it...
Well, yeah, Brighton Bush, but do you remember the circumstance? I mean, you were a guest, I was an employee. What was the...
You know, I mean, I have a bunch of Port Townsend people that I know, like, you know, Jenny Pell and Dr. Doug and Joe Breskin, people like that. So there's a chance that I might
have a feeling I met you at I think I met you at Country Fair.
Huh, okay. It's possible.
Yeah, with that crew.
Yeah. I mean, there was some reason why Denise and I connected. So I wonder if it was somehow through her, like Catherine Millman. Catherine McComber. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it was, I think we met at Country Fair, and then you used to come to Solstice, and then you were there and your folks showed up. I remembered when I was early in my tenure there in like 2000 and probably 2007, something like that.
Yeah.
When your parents came.
I think that could be. Mom, do you
something
remember
like
when
that.
we were out in Portland? You came a couple of times. Well, Mom's come 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
But Mom and Dad, you just came twice. I remember we went to the beach once together. And then I also remember that may have been the same trip where we went to Brighton Bush together. Yeah, all of my family have been there, but not Liz yet. But still a chance. No chance?
Is Brighton Bush still happening?
Brighton Bush is, how shall I put this? Under reconstruction. The guest cabins are all gone and they're still cleaning up debris. They were going to do a soft opening at the end of May just to have people come up and go camping, but that they can't get there that quickly. There's so much debris to clean up and so many trees that were taken down that haven't been removed yet. And it looks like a barren landscape compared to what it was, but it's going to be a different experience than we all remember. Sure.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that.
But we're doing Zoom calls. Yeah, we're doing Zoom calls. Some of the alumni are doing Zoom calls about once every 2 weeks, and we get all the updates on how things are going. And there's a small group of people that are not old timers, and the business director, who is an old timer, who seem to have taken over control. So we're about to rebel, to take back control.
By the way, I'd love to be part of the rebellion. Feel free to include me if there's a place for me to help.
Well, we're looking for the appropriate weaponry, and then we will arm ourselves and approach, but not the actual Brighton Bush, but the board of directors.
Well, I would be glad to be brought back into for that discussion, because
I will.
That's what I like to do.
You didn't hear me say rebel. That was my.
I didn't need to say anything, although this is being recorded.
Well, I'm putting away groceries, putting away laundry, and feeding my dog, but I'm hearing everything going on, just so that you know. And
That's
I'm
all
opening a
good.
bottle, and I'm opening a bottle of my favorite red wine to celebrate your birthday.
Yay, thank you. Well, here's another person from your latitude. My cousin Dan lives in Lake City in Seattle, and he's here now. Thank
Cousin
goodness.
Hi,
Yep,
Dan.
Which
cousin
Dan?
that's right. Yeah.
Hello.
Which Dan?
You may have met before. I wouldn't be surprised.
You look familiar.
He looks tired. Were you
Keisha
sleeping?
lives
Dan?
out on the.
I may have been napping. You may have woken me up for my afternoon nap.
Well, thank you for joining us, Dan. Sweet.
Looks like you're at the pyramids in the background there.
That's Mount Sinai.
Dan, can you help me make this into my background?
Close enough.
Oh, jeez.
My brother made me a book called Town, Pennsylvania. There is no other book. This is the one book called Town, Pennsylvania.
Actually, there's one more.
Oh, what?
Well, yours is customized. And I got to tell you, the funny thing is, I thought I had sent the other book as well, and I just discovered that it's still in the shopping cart. I mean, like a month ago, and it's just sitting there in the shopping cart. So we'll get there.
Yeah, you know, my birthday, it goes until the end of the day. So as long as you can do 2-hour shipping, we should be good. Well, thank you I'm excited. And this blew my mind. I mean, this is,
Here, open it
I don't
up.
even know what to do with my life after this point. This is the.
Can you show it to us?
Yeah.
No, I mean, open it.
Well, I've opened it a little bit. I don't want to, I'll show you some pieces that I haven't shown anyone yet.
Okay.
I think you're in some of these pictures, actually.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't been there in ages.
I know, but when you were there, it was a day that all of us were there together.
Well, there was a 50th birthday party 30 years ago.
Mm.
Oh, I like this one.
I was there for that. Patty and I were there for that 50th.
Yeah.
Oh.
80th is coming up.
80th is coming up very soon. Oh, these are pretty. So
Ooh, the
here's,
borders.
yeah, the people who are caretaking the cabin right now have been taking these 360-degree pictures that are pretty special. I think, oh, here comes Sarah. Oh, I love this. This is so sweet. Sarah, we're looking at my new book called Town, Pennsylvania, in preparation for our week-long visit where we all stay. And
Yeah, I'm going to the spa, Albert. Aw.
That's sweet. I don't remember that picture. Okay. What's fun about Sputterfly is that there are no words. Just photos. This is, for those of you who haven't been to the cabin in a while, this is the Unami River, and or also known as the Unami Creek. It's named after the band of Indians named the Unami. And right from around where this picture was taken, there used to be a dam there, and the dam has just been deteriorating over the years. And so the water level that you're seeing is decreased significantly. So we're hiring Dan Bennett's environmental firm to come and give us a no. Yeah. It's funny though that you and Sarah both got into environmental quality water issues.
So you were singing Alan Sherman earlier, like the songs you were singing, and it made me think of the old joke about the Fakawi Indians.
Please.
Because that came the Fakawi Indians. Do you know how they got their name?
We're the Fakawi. We're the Fakawi.
Yeah. Right in the Alan Sherman, time. So that's what made me think of it.
This is news to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Hello Mutter, Had a Fada, all those songs. I remember those when I was a kid.
Yes.
Can you sing?
I mean, just a little bit, Hello Mutter, hello Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada. Da 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 Yeah, I don't think I know any Alan Sherman from beginning to end.
It's actually a classical music piece, and he added those words to it.
Oh, really?
I learned that recently.
Good girl. You ate all your breakfast.
I got to run, Albert, but happy birthday. Good to see you.
great to see you,
Just a
Chris.
minute, Mike. That guy in the middle, Chris, looks like you did 30 years ago. Doesn't he? A little bit? Without the
That's
mustache?
scary.
We would be lucky to have Chris Brown in our family.
Yeah,
Chris is an
Mike.
incredible, so many things, person.
And you look like Mike Perry.
6101.
Thanks,
Scary
Chris.
for Chris.
Happy
to
birthday,
think,
brother.
Oh my God.
Good. Come back and visit us sometime
I
soon.
will. I hope to come up there soon.
Good.
All right. Be well. Take care,
We'll save
everybody.
a campsite for you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
Mike, is that not true? A little bit?
I don't see it, but I think you scared the hell out of him. Oh my God, I'm going to look like that in 30 years? That's
30? You're not 30 years older than him. He's in his 50s. He's probably 55.
Wow. He looks
But
good.
he's very active.
Weight, maybe. Maybe it was weight.
Where did you say you knew him from?
He is a part of my dance community and like kind of inner circle community in Portland, but he's living in Arizona right now. He did this incredible collection of deals where he sold a Portland house, bought a house south of here in a town called Lake Oswego. That was probably twice as much. Then that became very valuable. He sold that, and he and his girlfriend went traveling in Europe for 6 months, and then COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
And so this incredible vacation that they had planned just went to the end. And so they retreated to Arizona. And that's where they are now. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of friends in town. Someone say something?
Yeah, do your parents are there grandkids in your family?
Yes, there are.
Well, I'd like to share a short story before you do another song about time with my grandkids this weekend. It's very short, but they will appreciate it.
Great.
My granddaughter Mila, who's 7, adopted a caterpillar as a pet and put it in a jar. And of course, took really good care of it, and then it died. And when I was there this weekend, she told me that it died and we had to bury it. And I asked if she wanted to have a funeral. And she said, "What's that?" And I said, "That's a ceremony where you say a prayer when you bury something you love that's died." So my 4-year-old granddaughter and my 7-year-old granddaughter stood on either side of me, and I just started talking, and they repeated everything I said. It was really adorable. Dearly beloved, we are dearly beloved. We are gathered here today to honor Charlie, who was our beloved friend. And we went on to wish him a happy journey to the next life and come visit us as a butterfly. Well, later in the afternoon, we found a dead bird. And the first thing the kids did was turn to me and say, "Can we have another funeral?" I should by saying we started by watching a movie called Over the Moon. And in the first, 15 minutes, it's an anime when the mother dies. So it's Mother's Day weekend. We're watching this movie about mother dying. So this of death and funerals became the theme of the weekend of Mother's Day. So we had 2 funerals. Anyway, it was fun.
A woman was trying to sell us a prepaid funeral. Maybe your grandchildren be interested.
So my internet is unstable and I don't know what you said. Can you say it again?
I said yesterday a lady was trying to sell us a prepaid funeral. Maybe your grandchildren would be interested.
Well, they might become investors in the company. Who knows? But nice to make it into a fun thing,
Yeah. Have you heard of the company Recompose?
Where you they put you in a pod and plant you? Yeah.
Well, no, this one they put you in a some sort of chamber that gets turned every couple of days with compost.
Like a worm bin?
I think it's Recompose, and it's basically human composting.
Lovely.
Yeah, they're out of
turn you into
Seattle.
a straw wattle in the end and use you for erosion control.
Okay. I'm open to either of those things, really.
Anyway,
like
we've been talking about it at work.
Really?
That we could put people on stream bank erosion projects. We could put them into those tubes, you know, like the wattle.
Yeah.
And then I could plant you somewhere, like on the Cedar River.
So Dan Bennett, I'm curious, what have you cooked recently?
Or the Unami drink.
What am I'm slowing down because I gotta lose some weight. So
Okay.
staying away from the baking.
Dan has been, both of them.
I went over the top.
Incredible bakers.
I'd always been able to eat whatever I want without gaining any weight, and I finally proved myself that that's not exactly true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've all put on what I'm calling COVID hydrates instead of carbo. They're COVID hydrates. Everybody's plumped out a little bit because of the stress. We're eating more. It's acceptable.
There's also, they're making it easier to get the food to you. Like,
I mean, like the delivered?
Yeah, like there's one in Portland called GoPuff, and basically, I think it's any hour of the day. If you're feeling like Ben and Jerry's, you can very quickly be satisfied, and so every so often.
Dream.
So Sarah and Rachel, I don't want you guys to think that this means that you get the samovar or something, but I did get this in the mail yesterday.
You got the falafel maker?
The family heirloom, the falafel baller. Because Dad saw me making falafel on here, and he said how I was doing it with my fingers, and he said,
"That's what I do."
Falafel baller. So
samovar, Sarah.
Or probably.
I get the samovar. Woo.
You're in line for the samovar.
Woo.
Guys, I don't want anything.
Oh.
Rachel, you say that now.
No, you look behind me. Just crap stuff.
Rachel
Hey, do you want any of 4,700 books? I did a recent count.
I want my studio apartment with nothing in it.
I was telling Liz, when I moved from my townhouse in Arlington, 4-story townhouse, to 2-bedroom apartment here, I got rid of about a third of the stuff. I left a third behind. I took a third with me, and I still have not opened half of the boxes that I brought with me. So yeah, more downsizing to come.
I wanted to show you all a bit of my gardening. This is clematis, and these are some irises. But really, I'm very proud of. Hello, people from California. You guys see that?
Poppy.
California poppies. Yep. And this is just a big old front yard of weeds, really, but they're pretty weeds.
Nice.
And I'll just come back to this for a second because I can't get too much irises.
So we've been told, I think, that once the irises come out,
I'm setting up a hatchet throwing prize for the hatchet throwing contest in 2 weeks.
Sarah, what?
There's going to be a hatchet throwing contest at the spa, and there's going to be a prize.
All right.
For the winner of the hatchet throwing contest.
Microphone.
I think this is a nice.
No, that's for us.
Instigated thing. Yeah.
Tell Mike what's going on.
I think their microphone is improved. Did they get a new one?
Oh, so Mike, are you there? Hannah and I are turning 80 in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And Rachel and I are coming east, and Sarah's going east. And the 5 women, so 4 of us and Liz, are going to a spa for three days in the Poconos.
Sounds great.
And it's a place that has a lot of activities besides spa stuff and good food, I guess. They have activities, and one of the activities that Sarah and Liz, and I don't know, Rachel, did you sign up for it? Is hatchet throwing.
They didn't have room for me.
So that's what that's about.
I think that's great.
Anna and I have not signed up for hatchet throwing.
You have to go and watch. Maybe you guys could take the video.
Yeah, yeah. We need a video of that.
Liz has practiced.
So I talked to Jonathan, Sarah's Jonathan, the other day, and he was taking a stroll in Lincoln Park in front of your old apartment.
Whose old apartment?
Mike used to live there.
Lincoln
Or-
Park?
Rogers
Park.
Park.
Rogers Park.
In the park there.
Rogers Park.
I lived in Rogers Park, but
Rogers Park.
That's great. Lincoln Park, Rogers Park. What's the difference? Well,
Iceberg, Rosenberg.
He lives in Rogers Park. So Jonathan walked there a lot.
Cool. That's cool.
It's time
This
to
is,
ask why Highland Park is a garden spot.
I'm positioning myself mostly for cousin Dan. That bird feeder that is in the middle of my screen, super active. So hopefully we'll have some action while we're together.
I like the ducks.
The duck?
How many birds do you get?
Dan Bennett will know the birds better than I. Lesser this, greater that's, green, yellow, red. I'm really
Not a
more
chicken,
of the,
huh? Any chickens?
There
No
is that
chickens
you or a
here.
picture? Oh, that's
Picture.
you. Now it's you. Okay.
We have had an invasion of pine siskins, which is a type of finch that lives in British Columbia. The cone crop failed in British Columbia, so something like 3 billion pine siskins descended on Washington and Oregon. So you saw these little yellow birds all summer, and they ate everything, and they were flocking everywhere and fighting with each other and being crazy. That happened.
It sounds like a Catholic order.
No.
We're getting the cicadas any day now.
oh, I'm curious. I was curious whether I would see them when I'm east.
Are they supposed to be in Pennsylvania? I mean, we're supposed to get a lot of them here.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a Pennsylvania thing. In fact, I think this will be my third round of cicadas.
I remember them at the cabin when we were kids. So we must have been there for one round.
Yeah.
They were eating everything.
Yeah, they do. They eat
the whole forest was munching.
They're a mess.
They munch, they make noise.
And noisy.
Very loud experience. So wait, they're not there yet. No sign, nothing?
Somebody has to ask Daddy something or he's gonna leave.
What is their evolutionary purpose?
Dad, what's the evolutionary purpose of the cicada?
Danny.
Oh, that's not
Danny.
the question you wanted for Dad.
Oh. Somebody.
Cicada is one of the few words that spelled backwards is the same as forwards.
Oh, the cicada, a palindrome?
Yeah.
Sort of close.
It's a palindrome-ish.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Starts with a C and ends in an A.
No, but you can't take the first letter. You got to start on the sixth.
Cicadas.
I'm not buying.
Ada, the Ada.
Cicadakin.
The Ada.
Yeah, he's tripped us up, which has been my dad's forte for going on 85 years.
How many people are you related to?
Me? Everyone on the call except for you is a relative of mine.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chris
You're surrounded.
is not a direct relative.
You're like an IRA. Wait a minute. I just looked. You're like a retirement plan.
Are you Keisha? Keisha Coe?
No, the last name, Keogh.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that's true.
she is
Is
like
that a
retirement.
relative?
Keogh is my Irish great grandmother's last name. I took that after divorce because I wanted to bring down the matrilineal line. The other side of the family are Goldsteins, but my great grandmother was a Keogh, and I decided to honor the matrilineal line. So,
You know, Keisha, if you're willing, would you be willing to take us on a little tour of your living space? I think that would really interest my assembled family. You're
just give me
cooking,
one
okay.
sec. Yeah, so let me just get my chicken in, and then I can do that.
Eric, cover their ears. Don't let them hear it. Don't let your kids
Keisha
there
lives
hear that.
in an interesting home. I'll just leave it at that. She lives in Port Townsend, Washington. Which
so Albert's 60 and Hannah's turning 80. What? You had a kid when you were 19? If we do that again, we have to do this every 10 years or so.
The first time that we actually did it, what was it, the 40th birthday or something? I forget what it was, but I didn't know. And I was like, oh. I was probably about
Rachel, 20. Naomi's having a baby. What would you say?
She's 20.
Oh, too young, too old.
Yeah.
Is everybody that we all know in our family vaccinated?
Those who can be. Those who can be. Elisa's going tomorrow.
I know. Woo.
Wow. And Sophie's got one. Cool. I can't hear you, but I got your head shake.
She's got two. She's all done. Everybody's all done over here.
Fantastic.
How did Sophie do it?
She's 16.
Oh, she's
Liz,
16.
I hear they're making a movie out of your efforts. Liz's List.
There are a lot of people who did that.
How many people do you think you influenced around their vaccination timing?
Well, we did 3,000 at the synagogue, but I probably did about 500 separate from that.
Wow. How many were relatives?
Anyone I knew. But you know, word traveled very fast. I would get random texts and emails at all hours of the night from people I had no idea who they were.
That's great.
They got my name from someone, and
help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
What were you sticking? What were you sticking them with? Is the question.
Albert.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
Keisha, are you going to tour us?
Just a quick tour.
Okay, I'm going to give you. I'm going to go ahead.
Okay, I live in a 29-foot motorhome, so I'm going to start at the bedroom, and there's stuff everywhere.
Go a little slower with the camera. There you go.
Oh, this is my bedroom. TV pillow, didgeridoo. My on-demand hot water propane heater is right there. And my favorite Buddha, medicine Buddha, hangs across from where I sleep. And then from here, looking out this way, you see my newly acquired $200 Lazy Boy manager's chair. That was my big pandemic spend with the stimulus check. And in the bathroom, my laundry is hanging, but I have a pretty good size. I have a purple composting toilet. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Purple composting toilet and a pretty good size shower and half bath. And then cooking in my kitchen and more Buddha and kitchen sink. I have a wine cellar that's underneath my my refrigerator, which I'm gonna put. This is my my countertop that I put down when I'm not using it. And so there's outside another Buddha and a dog.
I was curious. I was hoping you'd show us outside.
Yeah, that's the woods there, and the plants and stuff all coming to life. And then coming around this way, there's stuff everywhere. I've been gone for 3 days, so I just put stuff everywhere. My mask collection. This is my dog Jazzy. Jazzy, smile for the camera. Hi, Jazzy.
Oh, it's a big dog.
That
loving
dog looks. Can we see that dog again? Bring back the dog.
Jazzy, come here. Sit. Can you sit? That's Jazzy.
That's bigger than a dachshund, Dan.
He's a little camera shy.
What is it?
It's a Cavalier King Spaniel and Cocker Spaniel with a little Sheltie, with a little haircut. And then moving right along to finish the tour, there's a Waterford wood stove and the dog brush that I just washed, and the wood box. And then
is this home roll?
Yes, there's a motorhome. And there's my piano. Of course, I have to pack everything down, but I don't move. It's like I made it into a tiny home. And the plant that I got started from a cutting that won't stop growing. It's out. It's just stretching out everywhere. That's where this driver's seat goes and the steering wheel and column, but I've removed them. That's the state-of-the-art nanotechnology air filter. And there's the dog's little crate. And this is where I hang out at my little table. And you can see outside through some of the things.
Are you in Portland?
Port Townsend.
Oh, you're in my neck of the woods-ish.
Yeah. And then the refrigerator, which runs on propane automatically if the power goes off. Pictures of my kid and grandkids, all that stuff. Water filter. Is that enough?
That's beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I don't drive this around. It gets 7 miles to the gallon. I just bought something that was in good enough shape to remodel.
So it's really nice. Let me ask you a question. Down here, there's a big we're in San Francisco, south of San Francisco, and there's a big battle going on. There's one place with mobile homes, a couple of places, in which the rents for the land have been reasonable, and a corporation just bought it. And people have invested a lot in their houses, and now the corporation is raising the rents in a crazy way.
Yeah.
So you rent, or do you own your land, or how do you protect yourself from that?
I have a gun. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a serious question.
Yeah.
I said I have a gun, but I was I live on my friend's property. I live on my friend's property, and she charges me, I mean, she's my best friend, and she charges me $200 a month. Are you still there?
Can't argue with that. Yeah, no, you can't argue with that. This is a corporation that bought up the property, so it's a fairly serious problem. There are a couple hundred people involved.
I hear you, but I'm living where I am because it's $200 a month, and that includes my water, electricity, Wi-Fi, laundry, and I get all of I do a lot of work with herbs, making tinctures and medicine, and in both helping people and for my grandkids and so on. And my best friend is an herbalist, and Albert knows her, and I work on her website and trade for all the products. So this is the best place for me to be. I mean,
yeah, it looks
I can't
beautiful.
afford to be. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Thank you.
Once we shut down the paper mill,
yeah,
it'll be even better.
Yep.
I have to tell you about my experience after talking to you the last time. Talking to various activists in your neck of the woods and what that experience was like.
Including Joe.
Joe was a major part of it. We'll take it offline and talk about it, but it was very interesting. I created a couple of memes and I got pushback from everybody.
Welcome to my work. Pushback.
Just saying, don't come here and drop bombs without, no one's going to listen to you if you don't live there, blah, 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 that kind of thing. Well, Greta is here. Hi, Greta, welcome. Greta's a friend of mine from the World Domination Summit world, and took me up on a offer that I made early on in the pandemic to meet with people one-on-one as long as we were socially distanced. And she sat right here on the porch with me and chatted. How are you doing, Greta?
I'm doing great. And how are you? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm here mostly, everybody here is a family member of mine from all over the country. And
so fun.
You just missed a really fun tour of Keisha's motorhome in Port Townsend, Washington.
Ooh.
Otherwise, there have been songs and there has been reunion. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to run in a few minutes because I'm having a group of people, small group of people, I've come over to devour the delicious edible arrangement that my family sent me.
Oh, how fun.
And
my little granddaughter's birthday is today. She's 2.
Oh.
And we had we have Mother's Day and May birthdays because we have 3 May birthdays in our family. And so I said, it's Albert's birthday. And my birthday is Saturday. And I mean, it's like, there's just the best people are born in May, right, Albert?
I just think of myself as that, but I can't really vouch for
everybody born in May.
But my mom's born in May.
Hey,
Samantha.
Good deal.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
Elisa,
Fran,
my mother-in-law.
All the best people.
I couldn't resist it, Albert. I just couldn't resist it. I came late and I just couldn't resist it.
It's all fine. There's nothing.
Albert?
Yeah.
While your family is gathered, my birthday is in August and my family is so dysfunctional. This would be the last thing I'd want to do with them. So I'm inviting you all to do a birthday Zoom with me.
I think that would be great. Now that we've seen your home, you know,
we're going to come up. What do you mean? We're
what's
coming.
the date, Keisha?
Here,
What's the date?
August 1st.
Okay. Do you want to put the Zoom link in the chat and then people can come and
No, put the address in the chat.
I'll put it in your newsletter.
you're gonna get some visitors, Keisha.
Well,
My
I'll
uncle-
invite local too, but I think my family is just, they're just too, and my mom's too dysfunctional, too old and Parkinson's, but my sisters and so forth, it's just, I'm not accepted by them. Nobody in my family has ever asked to see my home like this. That was pretty cool.
Well, just don't assume though that because everyone is here on the screen that they accept me. I mean, they're just here because, you know, for obligation's sake and maybe for the snacks afterwards.
Well, I didn't get any money. Did they get paid?
They get, you know, they get favors. They all have Wiley wear.
Oh, okay. I didn't get no what.
Just came on the call looking for a tour. I was hoping for
nice,
a tour of a mobile home, and I got it. So look at that.
Doesn't get better.
No.
Lots of really
I'll celebrate with you. We will all be there.
Yeah, Keisha, I would be happy to come play.
Oh, that would be fun.
Cousins, whatever you want. Yeah.
I can come Indiana.
Well, if there's 2 grandchildren ready to do funerals, I don't know.
Well,
Keisha, if you provide your address, you know, you might also get, you never know, you might get a surprise from someone in the audience here. They're very good at making interesting books and clever birthday gifts. We're pretty good at that.
They'll drop in.
When we touch back later to hear about your recent experience with the Port Townsend activist community, you can send out my address closer to my birthday.
It's so funny, you know, you try to offer people help and I just think, well, I'm here to help, you know, and many people have to be very grateful for that, to have someone come in and help them organize to stop or start something. But that is not the reception I got in Port Townsend.
No.
No.
Not about
that's okay.
No.
That doesn't stop me.
Which I'm surprised because you are just really good at being an activist, Albert.
Yeah. You know, I think one of the things is it's like a sort of a turf situation. You know, if someone came to me and said, oh, I'm going to come and like last night I sat on a neighborhood council meeting for a couple of hours and we had a shooting recently where someone was shot who's really into drag racing in the streets of Portland.
Oh my
and
goodness.
So his brother came before us to talk about his brother and the memorial to him and all these different things. And I think if someone comes into your neighborhood and then starts telling you how they're going to change it or fix it or whatever, you get the right to, you know, push back or say, well, this is actually how this works, and things like that. So I can understand, but it was the amount of pushback that I got. It was really kind of comedic, actually. But it, you know, it just shows like people can get very entrenched with their positions. Hey, my first guest is arriving. So what I recommend I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording this and I'm going to hop off